After being without a doubt one of the best players Toronto has ever seen debut with 4 goals in his first game, Matthews has become the franchise player that the Leafs knew he would be. After winning the Calder, he's been a driving force behind the club's success this season. But along the way, like most NHL stars, he's gained some rivals and even enemies. In this video, I'm going to go through 5 players that Auston Matthews will grow to hate if he hasn't already. Number 5. Jake Dawson. Now we all know the NHL has a select handful that just love to heckle and pester the stars on the opposing team. And in April of last year, this star center was no exception. Shortly after Matthews passed the puck in the offensive zone, Tampa Bay's Jake Dawson slammed into him instantly, putting him on his knees, and he struggled to get up and had to be helped off the ice. This may not seem like a big deal at first glance, as Auston was able to stay in the game. But in the city of Toronto, Dawson is known as a cheap and dirty player with a rap sheet, as he was able to take down 2 Maple Leaf prospects in one game, Kasperi Kapanen and Andrew Nielsen. Nielsen was okay, but Kapanen suffered an injury. After taking all of this previous history into account, Matthews undoubtedly knew this was no accident. Number 4. Jack Eichel. Let's face it, these 2 stars have been constantly pitted against each other through the media. Both are young talents playing for Eastern Conference teams. And even though these 2 seemingly were having fun at the NHL All-Star game, when the games actually matter, they're bound to become competitive. And with the geographical proximity between the 2 Eastern Conference teams, permitting them to play each other often, it's only logical that this will ensure one between the 2 superstars as well. Also, let's not forget the fact that Matthews was drafted by the hated Leafs in Eichel's home rink. Awkward. Anyways, moral of this one. Even though these 2 are buds, anyone can get competitive in the heat of the moment, and especially in a playoff series if the Sabres make it one day. Number 3. Connor McDavid. So apparently McDavid and Matthews' dads are friends, and that's all fine and dandy. But let's not forget that if it wasn't for this Newmarket native, Matthews would be undoubtedly the top young gun in the league, and may also have a better shot at winning the NHL's most coveted piece of hardware outside of the Cup, the Hart Trophy, as McDavid has been the only player in the league last season and currently this season to reach the 100-point plateau. Number 2. Cal Clutterbuck. Like Dawson, Clutterbuck is known for his dirty style of play, and when his team came to town in February of this year, he delivered just that against Toronto's number 1 star. Matthews left the ice after Clutterbuck slammed his upper body into him, as he saw a fellow Islander coming up behind Matthews. And then he saw an opportunity to create a sandwich that the American center wouldn't find tasteful. Matthews was shown leaving the game in the final period after wincing in pain and favoring his shoulder. This incident would cause Matthews to be sidelined for a month, and also to be bumped down even further in the standings. Number 1. Patrick Laine. This one is pretty much a no-brainer. Auston has come out on top as far as hardware is concerned, but Laine has slandered him in the past by saying that he believes he should have been the number 1 pick instead. Even though the soft-spoken Matthews has downplayed any beef between the Finnish winger, it can be certain that if he doesn't already want to reciprocate Laine's taunts, then he will eventually, as the 2 could be going head-to-head in the postseason in the near future.